Here's some exciting news to all of our lovely subscribers. 𝘍𝘪𝘭𝘮𝘃 will soon be addressed as 𝘍𝘪𝘭𝘮. Nothing changes except for the name, so let's go ahead and jump into some Squid Game trivia. This staircase that is used in Squid Game is inspired by which real-world famous work of art? Leave your guesses in the comments down below and stick around to the end of the video to find out what the answer is. Let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Hey guys, and welcome to 𝘍𝘪𝘭𝘮𝘃, your #1 source for all things films and movies. And Squid Game has definitely become a cult hit in just the few weeks since its release on Netflix. Besides social media just loving the show and the show topping the charts all over the place globally, being easily becoming one of the biggest shows in Netflix history, it's obvious that a ton of work went into the process of making this series. So we wanted to take a closer look at some of the funny moments or behind the scenes moments from the making of this series, because there's so many really interesting details that came up during production of this series. So let's go ahead and take a closer look.
Go.
진짜 아니야? 아, 그래? 진짜도 있구나. 괜찮아? 사랑이 괜찮아?
빵 소리 나게 지금.
Now, while it seems like a lot of the times the cast really did get along and kind of formed this bond when they were filming this series, it also seems like there were some really intense moments that they filmed as well. In some cases, these scenes were maybe incredibly emotionally tolling, and in other sequences, maybe the scenes were more physically tolling.
네, 거기서부터 그냥 밀어붙이면서 할게요. 준비되면 알려주세요. 알드 쳐라. 네.
Now, possibly one of the coolest things about this series was the fact that all of the games that were played during Squid Games were inspired or crafted from some sort of kids game, which allowed for a very simple premise and setting for viewers to relate to, which allowed for more time for the show to focus in on the emotional drama and the suspense that was being built in these high tension scenarios. But still, the use of color or different designs in different ways really helped make a lot of the game's set pieces really stand out, and it's cool to see the process of building some of these really intricate projects. Now, while a lot of the show rests more on the drama and intense, suspenseful side of things, there still were some really interesting stunts and visual effects that were used throughout the process of making this series. Besides just the visuals in making a lot of the moments in the series seem real, there were some action moments as well that involved a lot of the actors really pushing themselves to portray a realistic story in one way or another. Now, when the series first released, the director Hwang Dong-hyuk suggested in an interview that he wasn't sure whether or not they would even do a season 2. Suggesting that the series was originally intended just to be a beginning and end type story. However, with the massive success that the series has been, we've actually seen the director change his tone in a lot of interviews, talking about how he's very excited to be involved in a second season for the series, confirming that we will in fact get a second series, which is a huge relief considering when the show first came out on Netflix, it did seem very ambiguous if there would be any follow-up seasons. In another recent interview, the director even went on to talk about some of the things he'd like to focus on in a second season, like looking into telling the story behind the police force, making commentary on police force taking too long to act on things as an issue in Korea and globally, and also suggested some games that he would possibly like to see in a second season, like hopscotch and spinning tops. So the possibilities are really open-ended for what we could see in the future, and with just some of the amazing things we've gotten to see from behind the scenes, it's really cool to speculate what we could see from a season 2.
선생님 잘못했어요. 돈 갚을게요. 돈 갚을게요. 살려주세요. 살려주세요.
감독님 지금 요런 정도의 자세요. 최대한 빨리. 거인데요. 거인데요.
칼로리 진짜 많이 맞겠네.
누구야 너?
이게 어쨌든 딱 해가지고 하다가 딱 보고 그리고 뭐 이렇게 한 번에 더 단계가 뭐라 뭐 이렇게 약간 여기 한번 섰다가 다시 올라가는.
네. 근데 그게 숙여져 있는 상태.
앉아서
앉아서 핥아야 되겠네.
네, 앉아서 그 다음에는 이렇게 편하게 해가지고 핥기 시작하면 될 것 같습니다. 그러니까 핥다가 다시 비춰보고.
다시 비춰보고.
네, 뭐 그런 거죠. 네. 이제 뒷면을 잡고 뒷면을 핥.
But that is it for today. Did you enjoy Squid Game? Was it a surprise that the show was paced out the way that it was paced out? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. Also, be sure to subscribe and notifications on for more videos like this. Now for the answer to the trivia question, the staircases are actually a subtle nod to the woodcut art entitled Relativity, which was created by MC Escher. That's it for today. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video.